What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. I wanted to briefly discuss this Blue Apron program that Trump is trying to start. Trump basically wants to replace the food stamp program with the Blue Apron program. Instead of the government giving people food stamps, they would give people food in boxes, and this would supposedly save $130 billion over 10 years. First of all, I think that this is a bad idea. And there are people, that need their food stamps to buy food to feed their families. And I don't think anybody should tell a family what to purchase with their food stamps. They're always trying to control how you do things, and then on top of that, the Blue Apron program would have like a lot of canned goods and processed meats in cans, and I could see them giving you some motherfucking spam and telling you to make a sandwich out of that shit. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I just feel like, you guys, it's a horrible idea. Then you have people all on the internet, on Facebook, on YouTube, that are pretty much saying, well, my tax dollars, it pay for the SNAP program. What tax dollars? Bitch, everybody pay motherfucking taxes. So how is your tax dollar more special than anybody else? And then you'll have a lot of them saying, well, I work 2 and 3 jobs. Bitch, that's your problem. That's what you chose to do. Well, if I'm doing what I have to do, don't you get that in America, there are going to be people that are poor. There are going to be people that are rich. There are going to be people that work 2 and 3 jobs. Everybody, you never know anybody's situation. And yes, you do have welfare queens out here that live off the system, have 5 and 6 kids, 5 and 6 different baby daddies, don't get no help from the baby daddies. And, they keep going to get the government assistance. But don't get mad at them women. Be mad at the government for helping these bitches. You know what I'm saying? So don't hate the player, hate the motherfucking game. But yeah, I don't like people that sit up here and say, well, all the people that are on food stamps, they're late. That is not true. That is not true at all. There are people that work 2 jobs and still get food stamps. Because they may not be able to get a lot of hours at their job. Let's face it, you guys, the jobs that we're working at now, they send you home, they lay you off. They could get a fucking machine to do your motherfucking job now. So it's just ridiculous when people begin talking in a way of, oh, well, people, they don't deserve no food stamps. They're just abusing. Now, some people are abusing the system. They're selling their stamps, this, that, and the third. If you do the Blue Apron program, shit, they gonna be selling this shit in them boxes. So the people that's their intention to sell the shit, then that's what the fuck they're going to do. You can't stop that. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you build that wall, you still can't stop motherfuckers from getting their ass over where we at. They still go find a way. They still are going to find a way to get their ass in the U.S. You think that they're not? So it's ridiculous. So, I feel like this whole situation is just stupid. Who voted this motherfucker in? And they are saying that, a lot of white people voted Trump in. A lot of the poor white people that the food stamp program affects, they voted him in. And it's just like, you guys, you are really about to suffer if this shit goes through, because this is a horrible idea. I just don't like people telling people what they should buy with what they're giving. A lot of people are vegan. A lot of people have food allergies. Like, how are you going to just have a one-size-fits-all program for a whole bunch of different people? It don't make no sense. it feels like it's going to be even more expensive. Then you got to buy the shit, put the shit in a box. You know what I'm saying? That's more money. Then what are they going to be shipping it out to people? Like, it's ridiculous. And then you'll have people say, well, people just need to work full time. Listen, everybody don't want a 9-to-5 job. There are so many entrepreneurs out in the world. Everybody don't want to be stuck in no fucking job. Let's face it, at a lot of these jobs, let's just keep it all the way 100. At these jobs, they talk to you like you ain't shit. Treat you like you ain't shit. That's why motherfuckers is running around here with 2 and 3 jobs. Because the first job that they had, it don't pay enough. They treat you like shit. I had a job where these motherfuckers got to my motherfucking annual, and I done sacrificed quite a few things, you know, for the company. And we get to my annual, they ain't bring none of that shit up. It was just, well, Brandy, you're not doing this. You're not, I wasn't staying over. I wasn't picking up extra hours for them. I wasn't jumping up like a little slave for them. You know what I'm saying? See, that's how they are. If you're not jumping up doing every fucking thing that they want you to do, they want to say, oh, you're lazy. But no, it's not that you're lazy. You want to spend some time with your family, with your child. You want to do things with your family on the weekends. You don't want to spend your time at the funky ass job. And then at a lot of these jobs, you got the higher ups. They want to tell you, oh, well, just work an extra shift. Just do this. Just do that. Bitch, why don't you do it? Take a break from your man and your kids and you work the extra shift. But that's what they do at these jobs, you guys. When you work, and it's not at all jobs. I want to be clear, not at all jobs. Some jobs let you get out on time. Some jobs promote you, give you raises. They really work with you. That is some of them. But let's face it, a lot of them motherfuckers, you are at one job and you end up getting another job just to avoid the bullshit at the first job. Then with the second job, you have to get a third job just to avoid the bullshit at the second job, because they may have a lot of motherfucking rules and things for you to do that you it ain't even in your job description. I remember one time I was at work and this bitch was trying to tell my boss on me, saying, oh, well, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. Bitch, it was all her work. This bitch is so fucking delusional, you guys. This bitch thought I was supposed to do her motherfucking work. Bitch, do your work. Stop being lazy. Stop thinking I'm here to do. And that's another thing. Like I said, you guys, at these jobs, they expect you to do your job, do your coworker job that they too fucking lazy to fire. They want you to, and that's what that situation was. They would never fire this monkey face looking bitch. Never fire her ass. Leaving, you guys, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. She would just leave trash out. She would just leave shit looking fucked up. Not doing the shit she's supposed to do at all. And got the nerve to, oh, well, Brandy, she didn't do her part. And I don't need to do my part. That's your job. And I remember I had to talk to the bosses and say, listen, you hired me to do my job. And then if you're not going to have her do her job, then maybe you need to get rid of her. But what you won't do is ask me to do her job for the same motherfucking pay. They're stupid like that. And you guys know what I'm talking about. They will have people at your job for 7, 8, 9 years that don't do their job, horrible at their fucking job, abusive at the job, disrespecting people, saying whatever the fuck they want to say. They will keep them motherfuckers and get rid of a hard-working, honest person that mind their own business. They'll get rid of those people. So I'm bringing all of this up, you guys, because that's the world that we live in. So before you judge people that's on food stamps and you say, oh, well, they should just get a job, listen to what the fuck I just told you. That is what is at most jobs. They want to work you like a fucking slave. So the people on food stamps, they like, shit, I might as well be on motherfucking stamps. to not deal with this bullshit at this job where they want me to work 1,000,000 hours and I never see my fucking kids. Or I don't get to travel and do things with my man. Shit, I might as well be on the motherfucking food stamps. You know what I'm saying? That's how people begin to think. Then with the food stamps and all that, you know, the HUD housing and all of that shit, you get that shit and you start doing better for yourself, they want to take your damn stamps. So the whole system, you guys, on both sides, it's fucked up. But yeah, I'm sick of the people that, well, my tax dollars pay for people to get food stamps. You motherfuckers are just bitter. You're bitter. You're bitter because you not eating a steak and a lobster. What the fuck is people with food stamps supposed to eat? Spam? What? Beef stew? Crackers? Pinto beans? What the fuck are they supposed to eat? You are some jealous, hateful motherfuckers. You're mad that you're not eating the steak, the shrimp, the lobster. You're not going to the grocery store buying the shit that you want to. So you're gonna put down other people. I've seen it so many times. Oh, they got all that stuff in their car and look what I got. I gotta pay for this, bitch. That's your problem. That is your problem. So don't sit up here, and I bet you a lot of your tax dollars, they're not even going to the stamp program. Think about all the other shit that your tax dollars help support. Probably ain't going to them programs either. So don't sit up here and have your ass on your shoulders and look down on other people and say, oh, well, my tax dollars, they just need to stop being lazy. My tax dollars shouldn't have to pay for them and it shouldn't have to do this. And, you know, you're just bitter that you don't get no motherfucking food stamps. And to be honest with you guys, I think everybody should get food stamps. I think everybody should at least get $100 per month. Because the motherfucking food cost is high as hell. Bread is high now. Milk. Especially the good shit. Especially, like, all the good food, all the healthy food, all the this shit is expensive. That's why motherfuckers is buying junk food with that shit. That's equivalent, though, you guys, to people saying that, oh, well, the people on welfare, you know, they shouldn't wear Jordans. Now, let's be clear. I'm not sitting up here advocating that people should, you don't make that much money and you out here buying, you know, throwing your money away on Jordans and all this other high price ass shit. I'm not saying that. If you get a deal, you get a deal. But what I'm saying is, you should not judge people because they don't make as much as you, and you should think that, oh, well, since they don't make as much as I do, they don't have what I have, then they shouldn't be able to wear nothing name brand. You know, they shouldn't be able to buy name brand foods, and, you know, they should pretty much eat all the generic shit. You know, they should wear the generic clothes. I got something to say to you motherfuckers. We're all going to die one day and it's not even going to fucking matter. When they put your ass in that motherfucking box, they're not going to say, oh, that bitch was rich. Oh, that bitch was on food stamps. Bitch, you going in that fucking box and that'll be the end. You done did your time on the earth. And it's time for your soul to live on somewhere else. We are all, it's just funny how people like to say how they are so much better than certain people. But yet when we all die, we all won't be here no more. We all have that in common. We all will die one day, and none of this shit will even matter. But yeah, the Blue Apron Program is a joke, just like Trump. He always wants to punish the poor people, the people that wasn't born into money like he was. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people have voted for him. It's ridiculous that people don't care about our children eating healthy meals. They don't care about helping out the poor and the sick and the elderly. Like, the people I'm really thinking about is the elderly. You know, like, as you get older, you can't eat certain shit. So I'm just looking like, are they gonna be able to eat the shit in the boxes? And then what kind of shit do they have in the fucking boxes? Are you giving mashed potatoes and all the cheap little shit that you can get for $1? You go put all that shit in a box when a motherfucker can just go buy that. We need meat, so they're not going to put no meat in the boxes. So this is a horrible idea. Donald Trump, you need to sit your motherfucking ass down. And you motherfuckers that voted for him, shame on you motherfuckers. Shame on you. All right, you guys, that was my rant on the whole Blue Apron program. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl Brand New, and I am out.